Okay, so this is the sort functionality for AutoStash. You can probably add this to any component you want. I've just included it on my AutoStash component. If you haven't watched that video yet, you can still do this. You just have to create a component that will live on your master character. So what it does is it goes through your inventory, and you'll have these buttons that will call a function, and it will sort things by name. So B, I, P, S, and then W. If you have larger items, obviously it's going to try and stack it in as it can. So it's won't necessarily organize your inventory into a nice neat block, but it's going to try and sort it by name. And then we've got a weight search here as well that will from the lowest weighted items. So these two are the same, they'll be here. The wood's next heaviest, then stone, and then the iron bars. So let's see how we do that. Okay, to get started, we'll open up our AutoStash component, and we'll create a new function here. Let's call it sort inventory. This will have 3 inputs. So we'll have the inventory that we are sorting. That is type master inventory, and we'll have a sort by, and maybe before we go any further, let's create a new enumerator, and we'll call it e sort by. Open that up. We'll call the one name, and the next one weight. So these are the 2 categories we can sort by. If you have other criteria that you want to sort by, you can add them here. You'll just have to add a function for each different type that you sort by, but we'll get to that. So we'll save that, close it up. So your sort by here is going to be the enumerator you just added, and then next we will do the sort order, which is of type array sort order, this one. Okay, so let's drag out of this, get all items, then the items we'll just do it for each, and we'll break the inventory slot, and we're going to add this to a new array. So let's just say promote to local. It's going to be let's call it temp items L, and this will actually be an array, so we'll just remove that. This is an array, so we'll get this and add a new item to this array. So we're building up an array of the item, the inventory slots of the inventory that we're about to sort. So build that up. Once we've got that, we can get our sort by, that is our input to the function, and then we will do a switch on that. That goes into completed. And now we're going to start with our first sorting function. So let's create another function here. We'll call it sort by name, and this one will have 2 inputs. We're going to have the in item list, that is item array, and then the sort order, which is again that is array, what's it, e array sort order, this one, just a single on this one. Okay, just to check ourselves at the end, we're going to get the length here, and we'll assign this to a local variable. We'll call it item count, just to make sure that what we get out at the end is the same as what we put in, so that we don't lose any items or duplicate or something like that. Okay, we'll get the parameter that we have here in item list. That's our input parameter, and we're going to for each this. Put that in there. Okay, now we'll get the SGK item details. That's that function, and we will break that. Then we'll create a new local variable that we're going to store the names of the items. We'll call it item names L, and this will be of type string. There's a bit of a conversion issue between names and text, but I'll talk about that more when I get there. Okay, so we got this thing, put it over here, we'll add new item, and then we'll just convert the string, the name to the string. I don't know why this is 0. Okay, so building up this array of item names, which we will sort. So you can't sort name fields as easily as you can sort the strings. So it just makes sorting a bit easier. You can write your own sorting function if you want to do that. I'm not going to do that now. Right, so we sort this array of names. So now we've got the name array in order. Now we just need to output the inventory in the same order that we have the names as. Okay, so we'll just get the sort order input parameter that we had here, put that in there, and now get our items. So now this list is sorted, and now for each of these, let's move this down a little bit. For each of these, we're going to get the item from the initial array. So it'll be get in item list, and we'll loop through this, get the item that matches the name, then we'll remove it from the list and continue until we have all the items. So first we'll promote this to a local variable just to get our index, because it's a bit easier to remove an item given the index rather than go search for the item again to remove it. Okay, so this one is called current index. That's an integer. We need to make this a break actually. So for each loop with break, just going to pull this over there. Then we'll also promote this to a local variable. I'm going to call that array item L. got both of those right there, and then we'll get the SGK item details of this. Break it, and then we'll get the name, and we're going to compare it to our this element. So let's put that there, reroute, and then we'll put an equals here. We want this one, the exact equals, so triple equal, and we're going to take this name and compare it to that. So we'll just put this here, and that can go there. Alright, now if those match, we can remove the item. Well, we'll add it to the final list that we're going to output here. So let's do another local variable here. We'll call it out items L, and it's going to be an array of sinv item. Sinv item, this one. Okay, so we got our out items. Zoom in here. Out items. We'll add the array element that we assigned here. So now we found the item. We add it to our list that we want to output at the end. And now we're going to break out of this. Right, and when we break, it ends the loop, obviously, so whatever this completed will run. So now we will just remove that item to make our next search a little bit easier. So we'll take the in items, that's this one, and we're going to remove index, and it will be the current index that we assigned up here. Okay, so now removing that, so gradually this list will grow smaller as the out list grows bigger, and eventually the out list should be the same size as the in list was, but obviously the in list will be 0. Now we'll just add a return. So in our return node we want the let's call it out items, let's call it out item list, and this will be a sinv item array, and let's just return a boolean to see if we actually did sort successfully. Okay, so we've got our return node here, and when we finish this loop through the names, we'll return our out items, and then we'll just do our sanity check to see if our list sizes match. So our items is length, and we'll just check if these are the same and return that. So if you return a false from this method, it means something went wrong with the sorting, so then you shouldn't use whatever else was returned with it. Okay, that's it. Guess we can compile along save, and now we're going to go back to the sort inventory. Let's quickly do the sort by weight as well. It's going to be a slightly different approach. You choose which one you want. You can copy the same kind of approach as the name, but I'm just going to show you a different way that you can do the weight. Okay, so again we'll have an in item list. So in item list, and that's sinf item array, and we have a sort order, and that is of type e array sort order single, and then the output is going to be a out item list, and that's sinf item array, and a boolean just to say if it was successful. What did we call it? Sorted. I don't think I actually named the other one. That will be a boolean and single. Let's just go check here. Sort by name. Oh, we just, yeah, let's just call that sorted. Alright, back to sort by weight. So we'll start off similar, get the length here, promote to local variable, call that item count, and then we will, now we're going to do a for loop here, so let's just disconnect that. We'll do a normal for loop, not a for each, and we're going to take this -1 because we're dealing with item indexes. So start at 0 and go up to the last element of this array. Okay, then we will set create a local variable here. We'll call it lowest weight L, and that is a float, and we'll just, it's a single though, single float. We'll initialize this to a high number that should be highest than any item you have weight. That's just so we can, even if the first item is low weight, that we can assign it to the right order. Okay, and then we will take our in item list and we will for each. Now we're looping through our in items, and we will take this, get SGK item details, break that, get down here, we're going to get the weight, and we're going to see is it less than our lowest weight. If it is, we're going to assign the lowest weight to that weight. So take this, assign lowest weight. Now we've got our lowest weight, and we'll add a new local variable here. We'll call it remove index, and that's going to be an integer. And then we will assign this to that. So now we've got the index of the item with the lowest weight until we find the next item with a lower weight, and then we'll reassign these, and it'll go through this entire array. Once it reaches the end, we know we've got the lowest weight in the array that's left, So we'll take the in item list, and we'll get the out item, what do we call this? Out item list. Oh, we need to create a local variable for that. So we'll call it out item list L. That's an sinf item array. So we are getting this. Okay, now taking the in item list, we're going to get a copy, and we're going to get this remove index. So we're getting that lowest weight item, and then we're going to add it to our out list, and then we will remove the from the in item list, we'll remove that item so we don't get it again. Remove index, and we'll get the index here, there. Okay, by the end of this, again, the in item index will be empty, and the out item should be equal to our item count that we had there. Okay, then we can get our return node here. Let's just move this stuff a bit, make some space here. Right. So this one will do slightly different. With the sorting order, because now we're always going to do the lowest, but to determine this sign on your sorting order is a bit messy. So we'll get our sort order, and then we'll say, is this ascending? Oh, no, I want to do the enum. Is it ascending? Right, if it is ascending, let's get this down here. I mean, if it's not ascending, we want to reverse our list. Okay, so we get our out items, reverse. Okay, and if it is ascending, we've already got the correct list, so that's fine. Then we will return here. Let's add a little reroute note there. We'll return, and we'll return our out item list. And let's just do our sanity check again. So item count, out, length. Is this the same? And yes, it was sorted successfully, or it was not. That's it. And that is now our weight sort. So now I can go back to our sort inventory, and now we can say if it was by name, we'll call sort by name. We can just actually pull it from here. It's easier. Sort by weight. Drop that in there. That in there. We'll get sort order. This one. Put it in there. Same over here. And we're going to take our temp list and put that in there. Okay. And then we want to set this to a local variable. We'll call it out items L, and if we sort it by name, I'll put it here. Okay, and then let's just make sure that our list was indeed sorted. So if it was sorted, we continue and we move items out of the inventory and back into it, as the approach I'm going to follow. Okay, so we'll go take the inventory or input parameter into this function. We'll say all items. So both of these, the true node will go in here. And then we can, for each here, we're going to remove the items first. So let's take this, I'll say remove item. And we remove the weight and the amount. And that's the loop body, this is the item we're removing. Okay, so this removes all the items from the inventory, and then we'll insert it into the inventory again, but in the order of our list. So we get our out items, we do a for each, and then we take our inventory again and we add the item. Add item. Might want to do a server add item. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll check that out. Okay, so we do stack search. We don't want to show notification, and that's it. So this will then add all the items back into the inventory, and that should sort it. So now let's create a way that we can actually call this sort inventory. So we'll go to the survival game kit, blueprints, widgets, and we're going to put this on the inventory panel. I don't often like to add stuff to the base code, but this is definitely the easiest way to do it. So in here, let's put a button. There's 1, 2 buttons. We'll put them before the weight text. Okay, we'll call this first one button sort by name, and this next one we'll call button sort by weight. And so both of these, let's just go back to the, just gonna put this here. If you've, I like to just copy the appearance from the stuff that's already there. So I think this AutoStash widget already has a button with this, with the things on it. So we'll just go here, right click, shift right click on appearance to copy the button appearance, and then we'll just paste it there, and same thing over here. And then we're going to add text to the buttons. If you want to add images, I mean, you're welcome to customize it however you want. I just want to get this working quickly. This text will be the, we'll just say N. This one will say W for weight and name. and we'll just go here, copy the appearance again of the text and paste it here, there, and there. Okay, and let's compile and save that. Then we can just untick the focus for these buttons so we don't lose focus of the game. Focus there, focus there. Alright, I'm going to take that off, and now we're going to add the on clicks. So on click for that one. Let's go back to the designer, sort by name, on click, and now all we do is we say get owner, get owning player, sorry, get owning player of the widget, and we'll get component by class. I'm gonna get the AutoStash. So if you decide to do this this code on a different component, then that's just whatever you call that component. I've done this on the AutoStash, so, and that's going on the player. I find that's the best place to put it. So we get that component, the AutoStash, we're just going to check is valid, because if you don't have this on your player, then pressing the sort button shouldn't break Unreal or your game. So adding the is valid there, and then we will get the inventory component, which already exists. Actually, you can just pull it from here. Inventory component already exists on this widget, and then we will just say sort inventory, and same thing here. Target is our AutoStash component, and so for this one was the sort by name, so sort by name. Sort order is ascending, so I'm not quite sure what I want to do here yet. You can have a sort that if you click it again within 2 seconds it sorts in descending order, or you have multiple buttons. I'm still thinking about what I want to do here. You guys are welcome to leave comments on ideas you might have. I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to sort here, but essentially you can set this order and it will sort according to that order. Let's make sure you plug in the inventory here. There, we're going to sort by weight here, and that should be it. Now you can compile, save, and let's go see if this works. So let's drop myself here, grab a backpack, grab some wood, some iron, maybe some fiber, wood, fiber, berries. Alright, so now each bar here will have your sorting. So if I sort here by name, berries first, then plant fiber. If I sort by weight, it's not really going to make a difference because they both weigh the same. If I move these down here, again I can sort by name, berries first, then iron bar, plant fiber, wood. So you'll see here, if your items are different sizes, it's going to fill it up as it goes. So it'll fill up here, and then can't put wood there, so it puts it here. That's not right. Okay, let's see what's going on with the weight sort. AutoStash. Let's see here. Sort by weight. Okay, so I think here we have a problem. Oh, we didn't say -1 here. That's why. So it was incorrectly looping through this, and it would create false because it would put more items into the out index than we had in the index. Alright, let's quickly do this again. Grab a backpack. Let's grab some plant fiber, some rock, some wood, some iron bars, and let's grab some berries. Berry, okay. So now put the berry, okay, let's just get rid of some of these. Put the berries down here, plant fiber. Okay, now we can sort by name. Sorts, as you'll see, berry, iron bar, plant fiber, stone, and then wood. Try to put in the next available slot. Go wait. It's gonna sort berries, plant fiber, then wood, stone, and iron bars as the most weight. Okay, so that's all working. Yeah, again, if you guys like what I'm doing here, then subscribe, and I'm gonna keep bringing out some enhancements to Survival Game Kit as I continue making my own game. Thanks for watching.